Pack it up, boys. It's over. We knew that this day will come. PC gaming is dead.
PC gaming is dead?
One of my all-time favorite things that console fanboys say is that PC gaming is dead, or that PC gaming is like smaller or less important than console gaming, stuff along those lines. I love it when they say stuff like that because it's one of the easiest things to prove wrong, and it makes the statement as a whole even more ridiculous on its face.
The true Chads and patricians of the gaming universe are in fact the phone users. Phone gaming is bigger than consoles and PCs put together.
The PC
You stupid monkey! Asmongold is a moron, don't get me wrong. He barely can probably tie his goddamn shoelaces, and he's using Velcro most of the time anyway. But, you moron! This guy in this video is talking about numbers. Asmongold does not understand that he's talking about numbers. Player numbers. And Asmongold is currently talking about revenue, about money made. And yes, mobile is bigger when it comes to money being made. He can't even understand that this guy is talking about player counts, not money generated. I can't. My day is ruined. It's only been 30 seconds, Asmongold. Congratulations. New personal best, my dude.
Gaming market has been healthily growing over the last few years, while executives for both Xbox and PlayStation have been openly talking about how the console market is stagnant. There are also just way more PC gamers than console gamers.
Yeah, you see what I mean? He's talking about player numbers, not money. How can you be this unironically stupid to actually think that he's talking about money and mention mobile gaming because it makes more money? I can't. I want to honestly stop the video right here. I'm gonna get a heart attack at this point.
Gamers worldwide. These things are really easy to fact check, and yet console dudes will...
Oh, he's doing the thing with his eyebrows when he understands that he even understands now that he would... It gets worse! Asmongold, typically when he says something wrong and he understands that it's something wrong, he does this like short. He doesn't actually, oh, I thought the other thing is being currently said. No. Since he needs to always be in the right, he's just moving his eyebrows up and down and being like, oh, sure. Oh, I did not know we're talking about player numbers.
Will still go up to bat for this complete dog spit point of PC gaming somehow being a small market or a shrinking market. Case in point,
I don't think it's a shrinking market, but I do think the amount of people that can afford a high-end gaming PC is going to naturally be lower than the amount of people that can afford a $400 to $500 console. So consoles have a lower barrier to entry. It's the same reason why phone gaming is really popular. Is phone gaming popular because phone gaming is better than console gaming? No. Phone gaming is popular because it's convenient and it's also easy to access. That's the reason why it's popular.
No. This is semi-right, though. He's not at least completely wrong here. Phone gaming is actually harder to access than arguably console gaming. Consoles technically are the easiest to access because, yeah, even a rip-off PlayStation 5 Concord Tax Edition that's gonna cost you like $600, $700 is cheaper than a modern phone that can actually run these games properly. Yeah, phones are actually fucking expensive. If you're trying to game on your phone, those phones are like 50%. That phone can easily cost 50% to from a gaming PC. But the accessibility of phones, though, is really, really, really good. But most games that actually get the money from phone users don't require any graphics, and people are not actually like truly gaming on the phone. They're literally playing Sifi and shit like that on their phones. That's what the majority of people are doing. If someone wants to game, they're going to use a handheld. If they want to be like that. And consoles are still technically... This is the problem with consoles, right? They're shit, but they're still technically by far the easiest point of entry for a lot of people. But for a lot of people, it doesn't matter at all, because the reality is everyone has a PC. Everyone in the modern day has a PC. It's a thing that probably is owned more. There's more PCs in the world in use than actual humans living, most likely. No, actually, no. Excluding Africa and Ethiopia, because why not? Yeah, I think excluding those two places, there's more PCs being used than there are people. And if that confuses you, you're probably an Asmongold viewer. I'm sorry. It is what it is.
The other day, Steam hit a new all-time concurrent player record, so I, in my lovable way, quote tweeted the news with the caption, quote, PC gaming is dead, by the way.
Wow.
And can you guess what happened?
People got mad at you.
Can you guess who tried to argue with me?
Sony fanboys.
Dudes came into my replies and tried to argue that PC gaming actually is still dead, or like small or insignificant.
It's funny how we actually said the opposite things. But yes, console fanboys in general. Console fanboys are kind of insane.
This was a really big black pill for me to realize that, like, because I didn't realize how dumb people were until I realized that there were people that still were involved in console wars. I couldn't even imagine that.
Like, you know,
these wars are so dumb.
The black pill for me to understand how dumb people are the fact that some people actually hear Asmongold say bad is bad, good is good, and they're like, holy shit, the modern day prophet, how can he be this right? In an unironic sense. That was the black pill for me.
Current players.
It's like, how's this happen?
So let's just read through some of my favorite responses, and we'll see if anybody knows what the frick they're actually talking about. My confidence is low, but let's just plug our noses and jump in. Raven responds and says 40 million versus PS4 118 million and PS3 84 million.
If Elon Musk has $400 billion, that means that he can afford to give every person in the world $7 million.
Wrong. It's 8.5 million per person, but that's fine. Actually, I think it's maybe like 2 billion per. Who knows? By the way, this person, I don't even know where they got these numbers. It's just kind of insane. It's just kind of insane.
This is the same mindset right here.
Station outsold Steam. Yes.
It's an intelligence test. The console bros fill it often.
Do not equal total sales or total engagement or total number. We're talking 39 million players online right now worldwide, or at least at the time that the screenshot was taken. We're not talking total number of Steam accounts, total number of Steam users. We're talking about the number of Steam users online in this very moment. 39 million.
I look down on everyone who plays these Battlefield games. No exceptions. I don't care your reasoning. I just do.
Let me ask you
it's the difference between how many views a YouTube video has and how many live viewers a Twitch stream has. It's obvious. You're comparing total views versus concurrent views. Anybody who doesn't understand this, that's on
holy shit. No, I'm not
social media regularly, probably needs to return their high school diploma if they have one and ask for a refund.
Question: how many, what percentage of Steam gamers do you think are online at any given time?
Yeah.
Like, what percentage of the entire population?
If it was 10, I would be shocked. Maybe 5. No, actually, I don't know. These numbers, I have no idea, but it shouldn't. It's obviously not close to even 50. It's probably close to the average players versus sales on Steam. So I think it's probably around 10-ish%, maybe.
Of Steam users is online worldwide at any given time. What
I would guess 10 to 15%, by the way.
Yeah, that's a solid
would you say
guess.
That would be? Because given how widespread of a platform it is, I would say.
But that's a guess. You see the difference. He's just saying a random number with full fucking autistic confidence. I'm I'm literally telling you, well, I don't know these numbers, but it's probably this, and I give you some reasoning. Asmongold is just gonna shove a fucking plank up his ass and be like, I know the answers to the universe. Ah!
Say it's probably somewhere between 10, maybe 15% of the total Steam user base is online at any given time.
Yeah,
the same way that, you know, with Xbox or PlayStation.
Okay, can we actually Google the answer? How many people are on the line on Steam from total? No, how the fuck do I? How many people are online on Steam as a percent of total users? Charts over Steam. Online, no. Oh yeah, so there's 36, so let's say, because, you know, it's 40k away from 36 million online now. But how many of the total users that is? By the way, total users obviously is not a good thing to even look at this point, because people have multiple Steam accounts. Some people have, you know, 10 Steam accounts. Some accounts are inactive and things like that. But 35 million people being online at any given time is fucking wild.
Or Switch users, the percentage is probably a bit bigger at any given time with those, just because there's a smaller user base in general.
Right.
Again, this is how many PC gamers there are worldwide.
Sure.
But if generously, this is 20%. 1 in 5 Steam gamers is online at any given time.
That's crazy.
Which is way too generous.
Insane
Let's just say that
yeah.
were true. Let's just say 40 million people are online right now.
Oh, wait, what do you mean online? Because currently I am online on Steam. Steam is open, but I'm not doing anything on Steam. Is that online?
And that's 1 in 5 PC gamers.
Yeah.
That's 200 million users.
That's a lot of people.
200 million.
That's
and
an
you want to
ass
throw
load
the
of people.
PS4's total lifetime sales at me? Also, have to bring up the obvious. Out of those 118
well,
million...
I mean, it's a dick eater. You can see he's a dick eater. He's got a picture of Astrobot. I mean, what are we even talking about here? You just look at him, you know that.
PS4 sold. How many of those were people upgrading from the base to the Pro? How many of those were people upgrading from the base to the Slim? How many of those were people buying new ones after their existing one broke? 118 million consoles
I bet Xbox 360 had a lot extra sales for that too. I never thought about that, but you're right.
sold does not mean 118 million individual buyers.
Pump those numbers up.
Canoe. You fucking dork
Also
convention.
true.
But let's just keep going here. I got another one. Crypto.
Oh god, it has something with crypto in its name. This is gonna be bad, boys. This is gonna be real bad.
Psy says PC gaming isn't dead, but it's the least contributor of the whole gaming industry. Fact check wrong. Fact check incorrect. Choose something else than the amount of users to boast the platform, because
I can see why this person thinks this, because there are a lot of infographics that show PC gaming as being the small of the 3 markets. And those
Are there any infographics like that? I haven't even seen them. It doesn't seem... It can't be true. I'm gonna instantaneously just say that any infographic like that is probably a lie, because of one simple reason. It's not like the PC base has different monetization than the console base. A game on PC probably has the exact same monetization system as that same game on console. And there are very, 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 very few games in this world that are actually like console exclusives or whatever. So, I don't believe those infographics. Unless Madden is literally making 99... unless Madden is single-handedly carrying the console revenue generated, I don't believe that, okay? I don't believe that, because it's not like PlayStation has more microtransactions in their store than on PC. Now, there can be a difference, but it's not going to be major. And the console players are on average, yeah, I actually do believe that they probably slightly spend more on microtransactions and things like that because console players are less hardcore into gaming. So they will spend more because they don't give a fuck. But, I mean, it's not like 5 times more. It's not even 2 times more. It's maybe 10% more than on PC, I would say the average person spends. So, all of those infographics, I haven't seen them. I don't know if they exist because I haven't seen them, but I assume it's lies. I assume it's flat out lies.
Graphics, as far as I know, are accurate. It's just that, so, and this is the issue, is that those markets are like gaming revenue per platform. Let me see if I can find this here. So if you look at the images right here, you'll see that open image.
I have seen Asmongold look at this image, I think multiple times at this point, over years. Oh no, this is in 2024, so it's an updated statistic. But yeah, it's the same shit. Look at that. Mobile. Whoop.
New tab. And if you look at PC is...
Yeah, PC is more than consoles. I mean, it doesn't make sense.
Actually, oh, console... Yeah, PC is a little bit bigger than console, even with this. I didn't even know this. I actually thought...
By the way, this is arcade. Look at that. Boop, 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 boop. Irrelevance.
That console was larger. But yes, and for a while console was larger, and you can see now PC gaming is growing substantially. But like
console was larger again because they were, I think console was the early adapter of the pay to win things a lot more. Because again, do console players on average spend more than microtransactions? My bet would be yes, but not like 2 or 3 times more.
You're comparing apples and oranges in a lot of cases. It's the same thing, like, you know, active users isn't the same thing as revenue generated, and current users is not the same as concurrent users. And so all of these types of vocabulary just kind of get meshed together.
Yes, but the first and second are interlinked, and there's and they are inseparable because there's always gonna be a dynamic between them. So it's a shitty example. The second one is a fine example because it's actually what he meant.
And like people stop giving a shit what they actually mean. VR is actually kind of big. Yeah, I don't know. How much of that is CSGO cases? Probably half.
Deceptive AF. So PC gaming is the least contributor of the gaming industry. Never mind that literally every technical achievement made in the gaming industry is on the PC. Oh, but Joe, they added SSDs to the consoles. Yeah.
You know, there's one thing I appreciate about Call of Duty, and that is one single clip I have seen in my life, and that's it. It's a clip of someone throwing the grenade, then getting killed, and respawning exactly as the grenade hits him on his head. So he throws the grenade, gets killed, respawns right there on the top of his grenade with his head, insta dies. That is the only thing I respect about Call of Duty.
Who had them first? Who gave them the idea?
Well, the console gamers, I mean, they're basically cavemen, right? And so all you have to do is, like, you know, hit 2 sticks together and make a spark, and they're going to think this is amazing, right? I mean, you have to understand, guys, the performance mode for the PS5 Pro in some games gets 45 FPS.
To be fair, that's a 50% improvement over their... Oh, wait, their average is like 20 FPS. Oh, well, then... shit, that's 125% performance improvement. Mamma mia, spicy meatball.
These people are living in the dark ages. Okay? 45. 30 max? Yeah, bro. Like, they think they can't tell the difference between 30 FPS and 60 FPS.
Joe, the consoles now have hardware ray tracing. Yeah, who had that first? Who gave them the idea?
Listen, okay, I don't even know what ray tracing fucking is. I have no idea what dynamic shadows are. I have no idea. I actually know what bloom is, but I have no fucking idea what those options are. That's for the people who want to be programmers and shit. Okay? It is what it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Every single technical achievement in gaming stems from the PC.
And it's also, as far as I know, I mean, I could be wrong about this, so like don't quote me on this, but like,
will Asmongold be wrong about something that he says? Yes.
a lot of the tools that these consoles are made from are basically like reformatted versions of PC parts. Like a console and a PC are not that much different. It's just that a console is made exclusively to play games and it is optimized to exclusively play games. So it's a totally different thing. It's a hand-me-downs? Yeah, exactly, right? So like your PC from 7 years ago is the next big gen console.
Single one of them.
Except it's
But
a
also,
little bit
you know what,
worse.
Okay, so I did not know people don't understand this, but yes, Asmon. I did not know that he's gonna be this fucking autistic here. I'm sorry. I'm taking it in. My God, we should punish people for being as stupid as him. Leave in the comments if you had no idea that consoles are made from originally PC parts. Optimized, maybe slightly changed, but PC parts. Leave in the comments if you were such a goddamn inbred that you did not figure out on your own. Again, don't know what dynamic shadows is. Don't know what's a G4 slider. They probably made that name up, honestly. Don't know. In any case, and even I still know. I fundamentally have no idea what a graphics card actually does in a PC. I couldn't care less, in fact. But how? Is there a single person watching this video who did not know that console parts are fucking effectively the same as PC parts, but maybe slightly adjusted for specific tasks? Are you telling me this mouth breather unironically thought that consoles create their own technology? Shit.
Maybe it is deceptive
The console,
to use the
that
number
is.
of Steam users as a representation of the PC
Yeah.
as a whole. You know what? I'm sorry. That is deceptive of me. I shouldn't have just used the number of Steam users as a representation of the community. I should have also brought up the fact that there are millions upon millions of people playing a PC without even touching Steam. Games like World of Warcraft, games like League of Legends, games like Minecraft, games like Valorant, games like Escape from Tarkov. These are some of the most popular games in the world. They are not hosted on Steam. Oh,
He makes a very good point. He's getting so mad. I love this because this is what console gamers deserve. They deserve to be yelled at. Yeah, but we've put up
Yes. Not everyone who plays PC is represented by Steam. That's the point. Even Asmongold knows that, but console players so here's the average. Here's Asmongold. And the console player managed to go below that. My God, evolution is real and we just proved it.
with them for long enough. It's finally time to let them know what the truth is.
there's another big PC game with a whole bunch of users that isn't on Steam either. You might have heard of it. It's a little indie title called Fortnite. So yes, you're right. Thank you for pointing out to me that the Steam users are not representative of the.
You know what? I can guarantee you, a console fanboy is going to say, well, but the people who play Fortnite also use Steam, so you can't count that as two people. That's actually one person. Yeah, and the people who use consoles also play on PCs time to time, and it fucking happens. Okay? And I would say that probably more than half of the people who have consoles would still call them PC players, not actually console players. There's a whole group of people in the console space that own an Xbox and a PlayStation, which means they, by the way, represent technically both sides, but they would still call themselves PC gamers because they just have a console when someone is over, for example, to play and, chill and shit like that. But they would not actually count themselves as console players because they don't give a shit about consoles. They're actually PC players. They just have an Xbox. They just have a PlayStation.
The PC user base as a whole. You're right. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. How silly of me. There's actually way more than this. Thanks for
PlayStation gamers and like console gamers will say if the PC is so good, why haven't they made the PC 2? We're already on the PlayStation 5. You're still
That's
using
actually
PC 1.
Funny. I'll give him that. That's actually a good joke. It got a chuckle. It got a chuckle, yeah. That's not a bad stupid one.
Bro.
Reminding everyone, you doof. Ex Machina Gamma says Wings of Redemption was saying recently that PC had a small player base. Raven
40 million, eh? Okay, I think it's time to end. Now, actually, let's wait. He's gonna crack another joke.
Was he now? Here's the funny thing.
Oh.
If Wings of Redemption...
See, this is how good I am with Asmongold. I fucking know when he's gonna crack a joke. I fucking know this guy better than I know him better than he knows himself, okay? I am in his brain. I know when he's gonna crack a joke. I know when he's gonna go to the fucking toilet. I fucking know.
Played on Steam, appearing offline would have stopped it.
responds, 40 million is small for such an old platform. Dude, the PlayStation fucking wishes it could have 40 million active users at any given time.
I don't know how
Are you kidding
Probably,
me?
yeah.
These numbers
Very
are incredible. 40 million concurrent users at any given time. Are you shitting in my pants right now?
Oh.
You're saying that's small? Like, if you think 40 million concurrent is small, I want to know what you think is big, because I promise you, PlayStation's even further away from it. That's the irony of this. You're going up to bat for PlayStation.
You will never convince those people that their numbers are smaller. That's the thing. You won't. You will never convince them. But they will always believe everything that you're smaller. It doesn't matter. Anyway, that was Asmongold 10 out of 10. Bye.